Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Heidi. I'm completely blind, so I don't look directly at you, but I promise I'm right here with you. So after a year and a half, I finally made it to Zara. I'm so excited. I picked up 6 fragrances and I actually want to go back and revisit some fragrances. Now I'm going to go over these fragrances with you, but weirdly enough, there are some that I'm not sure about, even though I smelled them in store. But you know how it is when you go and sniff fragrances and you smell so many that later you can't discern anymore what you like and what you don't like, and it just becomes very confusing. The thing is, it is a bit difficult for me to go to Zara. It's in a very big shopping mall and I usually do need assistance. So I felt, no, I have to pick up these fragrances now. I felt a bit pressured by myself. so, so yeah, but we will go over these 6. 2 of these are massive wins, massive wins. So I got the opportunity actually to smell the syrup collection, the new syrup collection from Zara. What really piqued my interest was the Sassy Cranberry. But when I revisited it, that was the first fragrance I actually smelled in the store. And when I came back to it, then it smelled a bit artificial, but I don't know whether it was because by that time I've smelled so many. So I really want to revisit that one. I want to revisit Chaotic Berries. The whole collection I would really like to revisit. I also smelled the Love Explosions collection. I think that's what you called it. None of those really piqued my interest, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, but what I did pick up is, and let's go actually into the first one. I picked up one from the Cocoa collection. And this is Cocoa Latte. Just gonna open the box, show you the bottle. There you go. Okay, so Cocoa Latte is a fragrance to my nose that smells very milky, very, very, very like tonic, and very creamy with a hint of chocolate, but not a strong chocolate. This is a more diluted chocolate. This reminds me of Bianco Latte. If you should take Bianco Latte and you should add a bit of cocoa to that mix, that is, I think, what you will get, at least from what I'm smelling here. Yeah, I wore this on skin and it dries down, you know, after 3 or 4 hours, it dries down to something very similar to Bianco Latte, almost indistinguishable. This is a very nice, comforting, warm, creamy, milky fragrance. I think if you like Bianco Latte and if you like chocolate fragrances, I think this might be the one for you. It's for me not as sweet as Bianco Latte though. There's a bit of less sweetness, bit less ice creaminess, if that makes sense. Beautiful, soft, gourmand fragrance. It does not knock my socks off necessarily, but I really, really do like it. It's a strong like. Let's actually read the notes. Cocoa Latte for Women is an Oriental vanilla fragrance that was launched in 2025. The main accords are sweet, leather, musky, chocolate, powdery. Thank goodness I don't pick up on the leather. So it says notes of white milk and dark chocolate intertwined with the smoothness of chantilly cream, the warmth of vanilla, and the vibrant freshness of passion fruit and peach. There's a fly and it's very irritating, but okay. I don't really get passion fruit and peach. I get the chocolate. They say white and dark chocolate. Yeah, I guess that milkiness lead to a white milk chocolate smell, but the chocolatiness really comes from a darker chocolate. Very nice fragrance, very nice. Okay, so then the next one I picked up, I also smelled the weekend collection. So I smelled pistachio butter. That one was quite nice. Nandi was with me in Zara and another friend of mine, and Nandi said she wants to revisit the pistachio because it dried down very beautifully on her. I also smelled the strawberry dress. I was quite excited to smell that one. I must say that one, I was very underwhelmed by that one. But the one I picked up was the Sun-Kissed Banana. So I actually, to be quite honest with you, don't know why I picked this up, because this smells almost exactly like Sweet Banana by Fragrance World, which I already have. This is a coconutty, banana, fluffy fragrance. That's basically what I can tell you. It's like a banana milk, but a bit denser than milk. So perhaps a milkshake, right? A banana milkshake with coconut. It is slightly less dense and more airy than Sweet Banana by Fragrance World. That one has got more milk. It's a bit more thick. This one is slightly, ever so slightly less dense, more airy, and a bit more musky. But the thing is, this for me is a milky, fluffy banana. For some or other reason, always when I smell this DNA, the word fluffy comes to mind. It's also, in a weird way, very comforting. I like to wear this one to bed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I really, really like this one a lot. I'm actually glad that I picked it up, even though it's my second bottle of this DNA. Okay, so I think this is also inspired by the banana fragrance by Kayali, right? Okay, so Sun-Kissed Banana is a unisex fragrance. It's a floral fruity gourmand that was released in 2025. The main accords are sweet, fruity, almond, tropical, powdery, and nutty. And the only notes that I could find were banana, meringue, and almonds. Yeah, I don't really get the almond, to be honest. It's more a coconutty fragrance, but no coconut is listed here. But it smells more coconutty to my nose, at least. Love that fragrance. Okie dokie. So the next one is an old one, but oh my goodness. This is Captivatingly Paris. Friends, let me tell you, this one is so super feminine. I got a 30 ml. I really regret that. The only reason I got full bottles of the others or 100 ml is because that were the only options available, and this was available in a 30 ml, and I really regret the 30 ml. This is a floral, fruity fragrance. There's rose and pear. You really get the rose, but it's a dewy rose that, you know, early in the morning, there's dewdrops on it with that sweet pear. It is phenomenal. I want to get this for my mom. She will love it. It is so feminine, but effortlessly feminine, you know. Oh, let me actually make this the fragrance of the day. Oh, just so airy, so female, so feminine. Yeah, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And let me tell you, I already got a compliment on this one. I visited my one friend the other day and she said, oh my word, you smell amazing. It was this one. I'm going to go through this bottle so quickly. It will not even be funny. Just watch this space. It's so... Did you ever smell this one? This is not a new one from Zara. Oh, this is really, really gorgeous. Okay, let me read the notes. Captivatingly Paris is a unisex fragrance. I strongly disagree. It smells very feminine to me. It's a floral fragrance that was launched in 2022, and the nose behind the fragrance was Jo Malone. So the main accords are rose, fruity, musky, sweet, aquatic, powdery, fresh, floral. In the top there's pear, in the mid there's rose, and in the base there's musk. It's not a very musky fragrance to my nose. It's more of an airy, feminine, yeah, very airy, feminine fragrance. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That has been one of the biggest wins of this buy. So, okay, then there was one from the coffee collection. And did I not, just a few weeks ago say I don't know whether I would want to smell like coffee? Yeah, and what do you know? I saw Coffee Gourmand and I was like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. That sounds fantastic. I never learn. So, this is Coffee Gourmand. I didn't have the opportunity to smell any from the coffee collection, any of the others, because there were none of these in stock. Oh, but this is a dark roast coffee. Yeah, it's a dark roast coffee, but you know, this might sound very funny, but this smells like a coffee liqueur. This fly is really bothering me at the moment. I hope it's not distracting for you. This smells like a coffee liqueur, 100%. To my nose, it smells boozy, and yeah, people might think I'm crazy for saying that, but it really smells like a coffee liqueur. Almost photorealistic. You know, a coffee liqueur that is very creamy and sugary, but still has that dark coffee roast in there, but you also can't miss the alcohol smell. That is literally what I get with this fragrance. The only problem I have, because this is a very nice coffee fragrance, if you are a coffee fragrance lover, this might actually be the fragrance for you. The only thing is, in the dry down, there's a note in here that's bothering me. It almost smells like ink. And I don't know what that is. But out of the bottle and on first spray, and you know, for the most part of the journey with this fragrance, it smells just like coffee, dark, creamy coffee liqueur. That, yeah, I can't even explain it otherwise. So let's read the notes. Coffee Gourmand is a unisex oriental fragrance that was launched in 2025 as part of the coffee collection. The main accords are warm, spicy, coffee, chocolate, amber, sweet, and woody. In the top there's coffee, in the heart there's chocolate, and in the base there's amber wood. Yes, there is something chocolatey to this fragrance, but I stand by coffee liqueur. That is what I get. Okie dokie, then I'm saving the best for last, the best one in my opinion. Then I got, and how do I forget now what? Caviar Gourmand. This is also not a new fragrance. Show you the bottle. Here is the bottle. It's got a magnetic cap. It's very nice. This one is appropriate for, I guess, when you have an appointment to visit the sun. This is super duper ultra citrus. Friends, this smells like vitamin C. I can't even say lemon. It does smell like lemon and it smells like bergamot and it's very zesty, but it's really, if you've ever smelled Paris Corner North Stag Expressions 4 Quatre, that one, it smells a lot like that. It is just one of the most citrus forward fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. It's very zesty, but I would say that this one, in my opinion, will come to its full right when you are going to be swimming, when you are at a pool, when you are at the ocean, when you go to a water park, also when you are working out. This is perfect for those sort of occasions. There's really not much to say about it other than it's very citrus. When you first spray it, there is something oceanic about it, something that will remind you of a salty breeze almost, but it quickly goes away and you are just left with this very zesty citrus fragrance. That is what it is. So if you are looking for a heavily citrus fragrance, that is the one for you. So let's read the notes. Oh, this is also in collaboration with Jo Malone. It's a fragrance for women that was released in 2022. I would say it's, for me, it's quite unisex actually. Anyway, the main accords are citrus, fresh, spicy, aromatic, musky, and fresh. In the top, there's bergamot and lemon and grapefruit. And in the mid, there's ginger and jasmine. In the base, there's musk, and it's part of the Ocean collection. Salty Breeze Bouquet, something like that was also there, and I didn't smell that one actually. Yeah, I think that ginger, you know, that North Stag Expressions 4 also has a ginger note. I think that adds to that very, very zesty nature of this perfume. And then the last one, I'm so excited about this one. And this is from the Tonka collection, and this is Tonka Cream. This is, with Captivatingly Paris, I think my favorite fragrance. Oops, almost threw the bottle on the floor. So, this one, my friend and Nandi said when they first smelled it, it smells like pineapple. And I agree. There's a pineapple, there's not a pineapple note in here, listed in here, but there's definitely something very, very tropical. There's a tropical feeling to this fragrance. So if you spray it, what you're going to be hit with is that tropical vibe. Now, apparently there's coconut in here, but I'm telling you, it feels to me like there's more going on in the top. It's like a happy, tropical coconut, perhaps a bit of pineapple, but don't think pina colada, not that sort of coconut pineapple. It's just a little bit of pineapple. Yes, are you coming to look at the fragrances? Huh? What are you doing? Sergeant Fuzzy Boots. Anyway, so where was I? You are distracting me. He's looking outside the window. I wonder if he's after that fly. So you're going to get that very tropical, happy opening. And it's gonna give you that tropical feel. But if you're anything like me, you're not gonna directly be able to necessarily identify, oh, that is the note I'm getting. It's just you get definitely a tropical feel. And then underneath that is that very warm tonka. So it's, like I always say, a two-toned fragrance. It is exquisitely nice. I made such a good decision with this one. Let me tell you a story about this one. So the other day I was testing it out and I was going to walk with Upton. I was looking forward to having just a leisurely scroll, you know, in the neighborhood, and I've put on this fragrance and there I was walking, and the next moment I got chased down by, yes, a bee. So, not a good idea to wear this one outside on a hot day. But I cannot say enough good things about this one. It smells to me almost like a weird mixture between Swiss Arabian tonka oud, or no, Swiss Arabian Shoggoth oud tonka, and coconut lagoon if the coconut has been dialed back a bit. That is what it smells like to me. It wouldn't surprise me if there's melon in here as well. There's something that reminds me of melon. So good. What an awesome surprise. Okay, so let me read the notes. Tonka Cream is a unisex fragrance. The main accords are coconut, vanilla, sweet, white floral, amber, lactonic, tropical, aromatic, and nutty. In the top, there's coconut, in the mid there's jasmine, and in the base there's tonka bean, and it was launched in 2025. I don't think I pick up on jasmine. Oh, have you tried this fragrance? What do you think of this fragrance? I am so super happy about this. Okay, so let's rank it. This is difficult. This is difficult. The first two are very difficult. But I'm going to put Tonka Cream first. Tonka Cream is first. Then Captivatingly Paris. Yes, 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 yes. Then I'm going to put Sun-Kissed Banana. No. Cocoa Latte. I'm going to put Cocoa Latte. Then I'm going to put Sun-Kissed Banana. Then Caviar Bergamot. And then Coffee Gourmand. I mean, I like them all. I've sniffed them before I bought them. None of these are fails, but I do have my favorites. So let me know, what are your favorites from Zara? Do you have your eye on any? I know one of you mentioned that you have your eye on the coconuts, new coconut fragrances by them. I really would want to get my nose on those as well. So yeah, that has been it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate you all. And until next time, bye for now.